A casino floor manager just broke his silence. After 15 years watching players lose millions, he revealed something that could save you thousands. 8 specific slot machines are programmed with psychological tricks so powerful they should come with warning labels. And what he exposed about how these machines manipulate your brain will shock you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which slots are designed to drain your wallet faster than any others on the floor. You'll recognize the tricks before they work on you, and you'll never look at casino lights the same way again. Machine number 8, the familiar favorite trap. Let's kick this off with the machine type that catches more players than any other. Wheel of Fortune, Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead. You know these names, you love these shows, and that's exactly why they're dangerous. Former slot technicians report that branded machines typically have RTPs between 86 and 89%, while generic slots sit at 92 to 95%. Why such a massive difference? The casino pays licensing fees to use these famous names. HBO gets a cut, Sony gets a cut, and guess who pays for all those cuts? You do, through terrible odds. These machines trigger nostalgia with every spin. You hear that Wheel of Fortune theme song. Those Game of Thrones dragons appear. Your brain releases dopamine just from familiar sounds and images. You haven't won a penny, but you're already feeling good. Former casino employees observe players sitting at these machines for hours straight, not because they're winning, they're losing consistently, but they feel emotionally connected to the brand. Here's a documented case that breaks my heart. A woman played the Sex and the City slot machine every weekend for 3 years. She lost about $15,000 total. When asked why she kept playing despite consistent losses, she said it felt like hanging out with Carrie and the girls. The machine turned her emotional attachment into a 3-year losing streak. Your brain can't separate positive feelings from watching the show from the negative experience of losing money. Every spin feels like entertainment rather than gambling. Former pit bosses call these machines retirement fund killers. They've watched older players dump their fixed incomes into familiar themes month after month. But wait until you hear about machine number 7, which takes this deception to an entirely different level. Machine number 7, the Bonus Mirage Machines Buffalo Gold Lightning Link. Walk into any casino, and you'll see these machines everywhere. There's a sinister reason they dominate every floor. Former casino management explains these machines create bonus addiction through carefully calibrated mathematics. The bonus rounds trigger just enough to keep you hooked, approximately once every 80 to 120 spins. But here's the crushing reality. Industry data shows the average bonus pays back only 15 to 30 times your bet. Let me break that down. You're betting $2 per spin. You're spending $160 to $240 to trigger a bonus that might pay you $30 to $60. You're literally paying $200 for a $40 return. Would you make that deal if someone offered it straight up? Of course not. These machines use celebration inequality. Every bonus, no matter how pathetic, gets the same exciting animation, same triumphant music, same flashing lights. You just lost $150 overall, but the machine celebrates like you won the lottery. Former slot technicians report Buffalo Gold uses drip feeding. You'll hit small bonuses frequently enough to stay engaged, but those truly big bonuses, they hit approximately once every 2,000 to 3,000 spins. A former pit boss documented one regular who tracked every Buffalo Gold session for 6 months. Out of 187 bonus rounds triggered, only 4 paid more than 100 times his bet. 4 out of 187. By the end of 6 months, despite hitting all those bonuses, he was down $8,000, but he felt lucky because he triggered so many features. These machines position themselves as player favorites. You see signs promoting them. You hear people celebrating. But you don't hear the thousands of stories of players chasing bonus after bonus while the math slowly grinds their bankroll to zero. Speaking of psychological manipulation, machine number 6, the near-miss deception. All right, this one makes former casino employees genuinely angry. Certain machines are programmed to show you 5 out of 6 bonus symbols more frequently than mathematical probability would suggest. You need 6 gold coins to trigger the feature, and somehow you keep landing exactly 5. The 6th symbol lands just above the pay line, just below it. always one away. This isn't bad luck. It's calculated psychological warfare. Former slot programmers revealed something shocking. Near-miss frequency can be adjusted in the machine's software. The actual odds remain unchanged, but the visual presentation of near misses, that gets cranked way up. Studies show near misses activate the exact same brain regions as actual wins. Your brain floods with dopamine. You feel that excitement of being so close. Industry insiders report some machines show near misses up to 30% more often than natural probability would create. Here's a documented case that'll make your blood boil. A construction worker played the same Lightning Link machine for 9 straight hours. Former employees observed him experiencing near miss after near miss. Each time he'd say just one more spin. He triggered the hold and spin feature 12 times that day. 11 times. He was one symbol away from the grand jackpot. The 12th time, he won $20. His total loss? $3,400. But his brain remembered those 11 almost moments more vividly than all the money he lost. Here's the truly sinister part. These near misses are completely meaningless. Every spin is independent. Being one symbol away doesn't mean you're close to winning any more than being 6 symbols away. But your brain sees patterns, progress, momentum. Former casino employees report watching players chase near misses until their entire bankroll is gone, convinced they were just unlucky rather than recognizing they were being psychologically manipulated. And if you think that's predatory, wait until you hear how progressive jackpots are specifically designed to drain your wallet while dangling an impossible dream. Machine number 5? The Jackpot Illusion Progressives 88 Fortunes. Dragon Link, Quick Hit. These progressive slots display jackpots that climb into the thousands, sometimes millions. But here's what former casino executives confirm. To fund those massive jackpots, the base game RTP is deliberately reduced to around 85 to 88%. You're essentially paying a tax on every spin to fund a jackpot you'll almost certainly never win. The odds of hitting a major progressive jackpot are approximately 1 in 50 million, according to industry documentation. You have better odds of being struck by lightning twice. But here's where it gets truly deceptive. These machines use something called jackpot proximity messaging. They'll show you recent jackpot winners. They'll display messages like "jackpot is overdue" or "must hit by $10,000." Former employees explain these messages are meaningless. The jackpot isn't overdue. It doesn't have to hit. Every spin has the exact same astronomical odds, regardless of how long it's been building. Yet players will camp out at these machines for entire weekends, convinced that time invested equals increased probability. A former slot technician shares a heartbreaking story about a retired teacher who played 88 Fortunes maximum bet every single day for 2 years. That's $888 per spin, roughly 500 spins per day, approximately $4,400 daily. Over 2 years, he pushed nearly $3 million through that machine. He hit the mini jackpot dozens of times for $10 to $20. He hit the minor jackpot monthly for around $100. He hit the major twice for $1,000 each. He never hit the grand. When he finally ran out of money, the grand jackpot was at $23,000. Someone else won it 3 weeks later on their 5th spin. The psychology is brutal. Every mini and minor jackpot reinforces the belief that you're working your way up the jackpot ladder. Former casino employees reveal that progressive machines are programmed to hit those small jackpots frequently enough to maintain hope, while keeping the grand jackpot mathematically unreachable for most players. You're not building toward anything. You're just feeding a machine that's designed to take more than it gives, spin after spin, year after year, and that's not even the most deceptive trick on this list. Machine number 4, the fake win feature. This psychological trick should be criminal, according to several former casino employees. Modern slot machines celebrate losses. You bet $3, win back $2, and the machine erupts in celebration. Lights flash, music plays, coins cascade across the screen. Your brain registers victory while your balance just dropped by $1. Industry insiders call these losses, disguised as wins, and they occur on approximately 20 to 40% of all spins on modern multi-line slots. Former slot technicians explain the devastating mathematics. A typical player experiences these fake wins every third or fourth spin, each time their brain releases dopamine, the same chemical triggered by actual wins. But their bankroll is steadily declining. Over a 1-hour session with 600 spins, you might experience 150 fake wins. Your brain remembers 150 celebrations while your wallet is $200 lighter. Now, if this information is shocking you, hit that subscribe button right now, because trust me, it gets even worse. These machines adjust celebration intensity based on the fake win size. Win back 80% of your bet? Huge celebration. Win back 30%? Modest celebration. But it's all celebrating losses. A documented case involves tracking a player over 4 hours on a penny slot. She bet $250 per spin. The machine celebrated 312 times. She told employees she'd had incredible luck. Her actual loss? $1,100. She genuinely believed she'd been winning because her brain counted every celebration. Studies show players experiencing frequent losses disguised as wins play 30% longer than those on machines without this feature. Your brain literally cannot distinguish between winning and losing when the machine celebrates both. The casino has weaponized your own neurochemistry against you. You're battling software designed to make losing feel like winning. Machine number 3, the volatility roller coaster. High volatility slots are emotional torture devices disguised as games. Former casino executives reveal these machines are programmed to create maximum psychological swings. You'll lose 50, 60, even 100 spins in a row, then suddenly hit a massive win that floods your system with relief and euphoria. Machines like Dead or Alive Book of Dead and Bonanza operate on this principle. They're designed to be addictive through emotional extremes rather than steady entertainment. Industry documentation shows high volatility slots typically have hit rates below 20%. That means 4 out of 5 spins are complete losses. But when wins do come, they're often 50 to 500 times your bet. Former employees describe watching players lose for 3 straight hours, down $600, then hit one bonus that pays $400. The player celebrates like they've conquered the casino, completely forgetting they're still down $200. The emotional high of that one moment overwrites hours of painful losses. The psychological mechanism is called intermittent variable. Reward scheduling, the same principle that makes cocaine addictive. Your brain never knows when the next reward will come, so it stays hyper-vigilant, pumping out dopamine in anticipation. Former slot technicians report that high volatility machines show the highest rates of problem gambling behavior. Players chase losses longer, bet higher after losing streaks, and exhibit more agitation when forced to stop. One documented incident involves a player who lost $12,000 in 6 hours on a high volatility machine, hit a $3,000 win, and genuinely told staff it was the best night of his life. Here's the cruel reality former employees want you to understand. These machines are programmed to ensure the house edge remains constant regardless of volatility. High volatility doesn't mean bigger overall returns. It means more emotional manipulation. The machine stretches your emotions to breaking point, then provides just enough relief to keep you trapped in the cycle. You're not playing against odds anymore. You're playing against a program designed to exploit the weakness in human emotional regulation. And incredibly, that's still not the most deceptive practice casinos use. Machine number 2, the clone machine scam. This one shocked even veteran casino employees when they discovered it. Walk through any casino, and you'll see rows of identical-looking Buffalo machines. Same graphics, same sounds, same bonus features, but hidden in the tiny print of the pay table, one machine returns 94%, while another returns 86%. That 8% difference means one machine takes your money twice as fast as the other. And unless you know exactly where to look, you'll never spot the difference. Former slot technicians reveal that casinos deliberately mix high and low RTP versions of the same game throughout the floor. It's completely legal. The pay table differences are published, technically, but they're buried in screens most players never check, using terminology most people don't understand. Industry insiders report that less than 5% of players ever look at pay tables. Even fewer understand what they're seeing. you could be playing the worst version of your favorite game for years without knowing it. Here's how to spot the difference, according to former employees. On Video Poker, look for full house and flush payouts. On Buffalo, check the multiplier values in the bonus. On Wheel of Fortune, examine the credit values on the wheel. These tiny variations represent massive differences in return. A documented example shows two Lightning Link machines sitting side by side. One player lost $400 in 2 hours. The other player, on the identical-looking machine with better pay tables, was up $100. Same game, same duration, completely different mathematics. The placement strategy is calculated. Casinos put lower RTP versions near entrances, bathrooms, and high-traffic areas, where casual players grab a quick session. Better versions hide in corners or near high-limit rooms where experienced players might notice the difference. Former casino executives admit this practice is designed to maximize profit from uninformed players while still offering better odds to those who know where to look. It's predatory mathematics hiding in plain sight. You think you're playing Buffalo. You're actually playing one of 6 different versions of Buffalo, and you picked the worst one without knowing you had a choice. Which brings us to the number 1 worst machine on any casino floor. Machine number 1, the Entertainment Trap new releases. Former casino executives saved the worst for last. Brand new machines, especially those released in the last 6 months, are specifically programmed for maximum extraction during their honeymoon period. These aren't just games, they're carefully orchestrated psychological operations designed to separate you from your money, while you're distracted by digital wheels, 4K graphics, and celebrity voiceovers. Industry insiders reveal that new machines typically run at 85 to 87% RTP for their first 3 to 6 months. Then casinos adjust them upward slightly once the novelty wears off. Why? New machines cost casinos enormous amounts. Licensing fees for that Marvel-themed slot, development costs for those cutting-edge graphics, marketing expenses to promote the launch. Casinos need to recoup these investments quickly, and they do it by tightening the odds during peak interest. Former employees report that casinos track performance data obsessively during a game's first months. If a new machine isn't hitting revenue targets, they'll tighten it further. Some machines start at 87% and drop to 85% within weeks if they're popular enough to sustain play despite terrible odds. The entertainment factor masks the mathematics. These machines feature 5-minute bonus rounds with storylines, mini-games within mini-games, achievement systems that unlock new features, augmented reality elements. Former slot technicians describe them as video games that happen to take your money. Players get so engaged with the entertainment that they lose track of their spending. A documented case involves the new Stranger Things slot that launched with massive fanfare. Players waited in lines to play it. Over its first month, that single machine generated $180,000 in revenue, more than 3 times what an average machine produces. Here's the ultimate insider secret. Casino employees are specifically instructed to promote new machines aggressively. Complimentary play credits often only work on new games. Promotional events center around new releases. Social media campaigns feature exciting wins exclusively from new machines. It's coordinated manipulation designed to drive traffic to the worst odds on the floor. Former executives state bluntly, never play a machine less than 6 months old. You're not playing a game. You're funding its development costs at your direct expense. The house edge isn't just high. It's maximized specifically because you're excited about something new.